So we're just gonna go ahead and pretend like nothing happened, I think.
Good deal.
But a quick explanation before we pretend that nothing happened, guys. First off, this is not a fresh series like we thought. Choya leads 1-0, and they picked a map that was not in the map pool, so that's why we had to regame entirely. There's no Catalina and there's no Foxtrot Labs in this tournament.
Is there not another one too?
No, because there's 5 maps, 7 total. Right?
Okay. Yeah. You're probably right. I thought it was 8, but you're probably right.
Anyways, the point of it is, it's not that there's anything innately wrong with the maps. They're just not in the map pool. Simple as that. Anyway, spawning here in the top right corner of the map, the unknown Zerg player, SooYeon.
He's SooYeon, but he's really not. In the bottom position as the blue Protoss, it is Choya.
And well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I mean, Choya leading the series, I think, is pretty much to be expected. You know what's really nice though about this this restart here? That whole bit about the OlimoLeague will not be in the VODs. Nailed it. But the brackets are a little bit interesting when you do take a look at them. Of course, if you guys go to the challenge link, you'll see we already have Crank and Revival both in the semifinals waiting for opponents, so congratulations to both of them. Revival took the series off Bong Bong, and Crank will basically be playing the winner of this. Hearthstone versus Young is playing out currently as we speak, a PvP over there. They'll play the winner. The winner will play with Revival. So we could have 2 PvZ semifinals, which could be pretty cool.
Okay, Rifkin.
I mean, I'm sad there's no Terrence, but it's better than ZVZ across the bracket, right?
That's true.
But Choya! Oh, you dirty guy.
He did a Forge first last time too, but he didn't do anything with it. Last time being a game that never happened, I mean. But, you know, obviously it doesn't work. The wall-offs no longer work. It used to. I mean, God forbid you guys actually playing when there wasn't these little plates. Oh my god, it was so terrible. Cat.
Millie!
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But yeah, okay, so Canada's coming down right now. This is... I want to do something, chat. Someone's asking that we don't fly people down to our studio to cast. What do you think Base Trade TV is?
Wait, he's asking why don't we?
Yeah, the first question, I had to scroll up to look at this. Are Rifkin and Zombie Rob in the same room casting, or are they from their own houses? And someone said, you know, Zombie Rob's casting from her room. And then he followed up with the, wow, Base Trade doesn't like fly people down to the cast from the studio. Bro, I'm also in a room. The difference is I just have a green screen. I really wish we had a studio. That would be sick. I wish I was that rich guy. Yo, if I was, I'd totally fly you out.
People think we'd be rolling in money.
I know, that caster dough, it's too real. Bake a pizza with it.
I like it. I like it.
We're doing some links coming across the map, but Choya already does have the cannon down, so there's not enough links to get past this. The sick numbers, guys, if you get 6 to 8 links, you can actually get some past the cannon and run around it if there's not a full wall off, but he doesn't have enough for this. So Choya also gonna put cannons possibly up here. WTF? Question mark?
Well, if he doesn't put cannons, at the very least he'll have a very nice proxy pylon for later if an overload doesn't come over and scout it.
I would like to see like at least 1 cannon, but there we go. Start the safety and then build on the bottom afterwards.
But it's way too late. Like you'd have to do, like really.
No, he'll still get in there for the creep before the creep spreads.
I mean, a lot of cannons because like the lings are already out.
That's true. That's true. Well, he knows that there's 3 that were at the front of his base. That I don't know. I can't justify this. It's weird.
Well, for some, I don't know what tipped our player off, but he went up there to check, and well, there's cannon there. Well, I guess this works. Like I guess with the wall and there actually aren't that many lings.
Oh,
I mean, it is a lot.
It doesn't cover. It just barely. Oh, it does cover. Yo, range on cannons is sick. By sick, I mean disgusting.
They're pretty disgusting buildings, really.
Yeah.
But it is a real bad. It's a dedication, and that's what I was saying. He's not going to do anything without a dedication, but this is certainly it, and it's going to work out.
Do you know what the initial cannon concept for StarCraft 2, by the way? Like the original?
The warface cannons. Yeah, we talked about this. The phase cannon.
Yeah, can you imagine how horrible that would be? Like your proxy cannons. You're like, well, time to go home.
There were a lot of terrible ideas. I still think the starport that could build things while floating was going to be OP as shit, but you know.
I think
whatever.
that'd be cool. I'm like sad that never came into fruition.
No,
Like,
these are all like really cool ideas, and that's certainly where these attachments are gonna go down, by the way. But certainly I think the best way to actually make game is not necessarily to always think about balance first, but think about like cool shit first, which is what they try to do, obviously. But then they realize they actually balance.
yeah, Warhound's a pretty good example of that. Cancel
they
the
weren't fun at
spines. Not gonna try and let this complete. I would like to see a tumor come down though. At least keep the creep going. There we go.
I think for a hatchery this late in the game, this 4 cannons actually were probably okay. It was a big dedication though.
Yeah, this is quite expensive, but it does also give him like the most fortified proxy pylons
Right?
for
Yeah.
Warpins later.
And there's no Roach Warren, so like, you know, if he's gonna make Lings try and take this down, oh, he didn't get speed either. Oh, this is actually a big mistake. Like, he needs to get something, either speed or Roaches. Like, luckily for him, Choya's not going for anything aggressive, and maybe he's banking on that as his Overlord comes in here and sees the Twilight Council. But, you know, when like a Blink Stalker Lin comes on 2 base or something, and he's like, I'm just gonna make Lings and Swamp Fist, and they're all slow, that ain't gonna be a good feeling, bro. He got his gases so late. I guess that's what was it. Like really late. 8 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of gateways getting slapped down for Choya. Blink is, I feel somewhat negligible. I don't know if that'll be good versus bad, but what I do like is the fact that he's going to start warping, whether it's Zelts, whether it's Stalkers. Let's see, this is like right next to the base of our poor Zerg player, and he's making a couple spine crawlers, which is not a bad idea, but I mean, the 5-6 queens are in the wrong base. There's not enough creeps right connecting. Like, these are gonna run home and, well, what should I say, walk, crawl home, whatever. They're gonna get there very slowly.
Yeah, and Choya is gonna go for a 2-base blink all in, so called it. Got a lot of gateways going down. They're gonna have a only +1, but still an upgrade. The Overlord will not spot this, so it has no idea if it's gonna be DTs, blink into a third, or a blink all in, of course. And like I said, he has a Roach Warren now, but no speed. Like, Links really help out when you're against Blink Stalkers. So I don't know if I feel so great about this. He has so many queens though. Like, I was gonna make the joke, like, is this actually Spanishiwa? You know,
I wasn't around when he was around.
Okay,
Sorry.
so well, he was like,
I know the name, but I just don't know him.
he made like the Ice Fisher build is what he wanted to call it, and it was like the precursor to just abusing queens when they got the range buff. But he just made a lot of queens, and that's why I'm joking about it. He gets a lot of queens, spine crawlers, very defensive, and then would win out like with Brood Lords, right? Like he would in League Liberty.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really shocked we don't have the pylons in the north being utilized, but instead Choya moving out with the pylons in the south. Got a lot of force fields, got a lot of stalkers with this. Those level 2 weapon upgrades will not be in time for the attack, but you know, one spine crawler transfused infinitely will eventually kill everything. But that's all. He doesn't have infinite transfuses, of course. He's just got a lot of transfuses.
It's a lot. It's actually so much that I don't know about actually attacking in here. Transfuse like the wings.
The time warps I feel a little bit unnecessary there on the north side, but they are going to segment off here to the right, so the Stalkers will still take a favorable engagement to begin this, but those force fields are going to run out pretty quickly. Still 12 more Roaches are coming behind us. The Queens haven't exhausted a lot of energy. But at the same time, Choya's not been forced to like really blink. He's not been forced to lose a lot of Stalkers. Blink does go down for free. I like the idea of Burrow, but I kind of feel like it's too late.
I don't know. This attack's gonna last a very long time, you know, and I think it will finish eventually, and it's gonna be very effective. There's no Observer, there's no Oracle. It'll be free damage, free healing.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to try to focus on the spine crawler, but as I say before, there's a ton of transfuses available behind us. Queens are going to start getting focused down here on the front lines. There's really just not a lot of damage going into these Stalkers, though, is the thing. Like, there's a lot of transfuses to stay alive forever, but there's nothing to kill the Stalkers.
That's actually a really good point. The spine crawlers are really adding a lot of DPS. No blink backs yet from Choya. Did he forget that he had blink? There we go.
There we go. First blink back of this entire engagement, but I think even then he's still just got overwhelming numbers at this point. Army supply, weapon upgrades now level 2. The Roaches are just inefficient at this point. Drones are gold. This is not looking good for a Zerg player.
Well, if he had only been able to hold on to a bigger army for like 10 more seconds, Burrow would have finished, and he actually maybe would have been able to do something with it, but he just lost all of his Roaches.
He would have been able to
trickling in won't be enough.
That's the fair point.